moving on to the remote task components. So first piece is the transform framework. And so transforms have simple and advanced. Simple is more of like a list view where you say, all right, the label and the value in my instance is equal to this. We have this quick example that we'll see as we go through in the lab. But we say the state, on mine, it's awaiting info and it's a value of 18. On the customer side, it could be, on hold and have a value of 10. And so it will map out, or rather it will transform the data as it's being sent from one instance to another, so that it comes over in the right field or the right form on the remote task, and then whatever that destination task is. There's also the ability for an advanced transform, which gives you scripting capabilities. So you could do a script, you could do a lookup, you could do any number of different components or different functions, I should say, across ServiceNow using just scripts. And so transforms, have the ability to set transforms differently from inbound or outbound. You can create a transform that is a default transform for all companies. You can create overrides for individual companies of how you want to transform it. So if you were to do, let's say you're doing an incident to case remote task definition, you create a default for the states because out of the box, the states are a little bit different between case and incident. And make that as the default that applies to all accounts. But if you wanted to modify that because one of the customers has done something different, you can create essentially an override, which is a transform specifically just for that company. So that is how the transform framework works, or the features. With the most recent release in November, version of Service Bridge, I should say, you have the ability for customers to set transforms on their side as well. It's especially useful with advanced transforms because they could now run a script and enrich that transformation with information on their side. So, again, things like state priority, really good for standard transforms. Or simple transforms. If you wanted to do some transformation of a CI information or do some lookup, that's where advanced transforms can come in with logic. So they can, transforms be used across multiple remote task definitions. They can be used across multiple customers or targeted for one. And then you have the ability to define different transforms for inbound and outbound. And then there is virtual transforms, which I'm going to go on to the next field of virtual fields. So when you create a inbound or outbound field, you have a source mapping that on a standard field. However, for a virtual field, you can go ahead and you can create what's called a virtual field, and it has no source. And so you can now use a virtual transform for this to basically get information from multiple different fields or other locations to populate this information that's being sent over to the customer. So this allows you to, with a virtual field, to basically pull the information from anywhere using a script to be able to go ahead and populate that field before it's sent over to the customer or vice versa. So that's what virtual allows you, is just for some more advanced use cases where now we can go ahead and run some type of script logic to collect the data that's now going to be used to send over on that virtual field.